optimized pages that target potential customers, searching online, what we have is what we call a landing page. So a landing page, and this is, again, why this is so important to kind of lay all of this out. A landing page is a marketing term that basically just means any page that a user could land on from the search results. Not every user needs to, nor should they land on your homepage. I actually, for my own properties, prefer much higher percentages of my traffic landing on deeper pages than coming in on the homepage. And the reason that is because there's some really very big benefits to creating these landing pages. So first of all, as established, they will have an easier time ranking because they will be very clear in what the purpose and the content and the topic is, what the intent is. So Google will, I'm simplifying it, but it'll feel a bit more confident in being able to serve that up in the search results. Beyond that, though, from the SEO side of things, why it's so important is because the more specific in nature they are, they actually convert higher than having people land in on, more broader pages. So if we think back to our acupuncture example, and we have two users who've gone to Google to kind of seek this out, we have user one. They land on a tailored acupuncture page. It's got acupuncture in the URLs, the titles, talking about their services. We go into this page. It's got the benefits. It's got a book now button, so I can book my appointment, for tomorrow. This is one click for a user. It is very little friction. We've satisfied their need very quickly. This will convert better than, for instance, a user two who has to land on your homepage. And while still a great user experience, your website's great, they have to now navigate through. They have to click around. They have to try to find what they're looking for. Every bit of extra click is a bit more frustration. We don't have a ton of people's attentions these days. And people are very quick to what we call bounce. And that's when they just exit. They back out or they close the page and they've moved on. So providing a tighter, quicker experience, you will see higher conversion rates for these pages. So it's not just about being able to grow traffic and now rank for more things and drive more traffic to more pages, but you'll actually see better conversion rate results because of this. And the same goes with sort of those call to actions. You can have, add to cart or book me appointment now. It's quickly satisfies their needs. So let's talk a little bit about landing page ideas. So beyond your homepage and things like contact, which again, I hope I established that you should be thinking about, you should be properly optimizing. I love when I can look up a local business and I'm looking for their hours and they've got a page and I just click and it's easy to find. I don't have to go and hunt all over their website and find out where they've got it stuck. But there's some other places that you can look to create these landing pages and start to grow traffic. If you may only have a couple of pages right now on your website, we can now grow that and we're going to see more new traffic come into these new pages. So it's not about cannibalizing your traffic either, in case that is something people might worry about. You will get new traffic by doing this as well. You will continue to rank for the same things, but you'll also rank for more by doing this. So it's not about taking it away from one page or another. This is about pure growth. So the first place you can look to create some landing pages is for every individual good or service that you offer. You can have an individual landing page that's very specifically optimized for that product. And these are often called product pages in the e-commerce world. And again, this is so a user can land directly on a product. They're not searching for, a broad term like jewelry. They're searching for a very specific pewter necklace with a blue insert diamond, whatever. Have a product page for that if you sell that, so they can land on that and add to cart, and boom, you've got your sale, and there's much fewer people bouncing off. The other area that you can go for landing pages is to think about category pages around like relevant groupings of your products or services. So if we are a fashion boutique, for instance, then we might want to have landing pages created for all of our different kind of product groupings. So maybe we have one that's high level, kind of women's purses, but then we have a page for jewelry as well, and then we have a page for blouses, so that people, one, yes, they can land on your homepage and still find all those products, but now people who are out searching for just women's blouses there's another page to rank that'll probably rank even more highly and get more traffic. So it's really about coming at it from different angles because people search in so many different ways as well. You can also look at topic pages or like blog articles, things like that, relevant to your core, always relevant to what you're talking about. Not every piece of content for a landing page actually needs to be transactional. Some pages that I have created are not designed for someone to purchase like right on that, that sale. There's no add to cart button on the page. It's a topical informational piece. But these are actually really great for bringing in new audiences and new traffic and new potential customers. So you could create just even a post on, if you sell moccasins, create a really detailed guide on sort of how they're handcrafted and what the process is. Yes, that's not directly selling your product, but anybody who's now seeking out that kind of information, it's a discovery phase. They have an opportunity to come. That's new traffic, new search terms you're lighting up for, new visibility, and you can also look to align yourselves with other topics like, if you do beeswax wraps, probably a big thing that your customers are interested in is just being eco-friendly around the home. That might be something that you want to start to brand yourself around a little bit and create content that's going to bring in new audiences and bring in people that you can then actually sell your products to. Excuse me. Another option is question and answer style content. I'm a huge fan of that. I constantly have our team going out and looking for the questions that customers could be asking around products. So this is again back to that discovery phase. It's thinking about people that are maybe just 1 or 2 steps before making the purchase. So they're looking for kind of information, and that's a great place to be again for new audiences. And it may not be direct for a sale, but it will be indirect because then you can actually push your products to them, and it's a lot more traffic that you get to work with and market with. Don't forget to leverage existing content on your site. That was my example with sort of if you have a mega page that kind of talks about a lot of different things, just start breaking that up. You don't need to reinvent the mold. Go and create specific pages with those in mind, and just organize your existing content so that it can be optimized in this way. And one final little thing for just an easy idea for discovery, if you are kind of trying to think about what you should be talking about, is doing actually searches on Google and seeing seeing what comes up in the results, because they have features on there that show you other things that people have searched for in around those products or in around whatever you searched for. And they also have a section called People Also Asked. And you can keep clicking on that, and that's literally questions that customers or people are out there just Googling, trying to find more information on. Any of those that might relate to your product that you could see as being like, oh, that's a question someone might ask before being ready to purchase. That's something that you might want to be considering, because it's thinking about who's your audience and what information are they potentially looking for beyond just that very specific product or service that you might have. So anything that you can kind of think about in that vein is a great way to kind of grow additional traffic and thusly sales.